Welcome to a Thursday update, now with 100% less Australians. The way the world is meant to be, it is a better place. And when this desk doesn't have any of that pseudo British blood sitting behind it. That's right, we're firing shots right off the bat. I'm Connor Erikstad, here to walk you through our production update and give you a little sneak peek at what's coming up next. So, up first, we'll get into our current projects, get those out of the way. First is This Is Not a Test. This Is Not a Test is, let me do some quick math here in my head. Probably over 80% fulfilled, I think. That's some quick math. Have a few dozen books, few dozens of packages left to go. And Talon is diligently shipping away for the This Is Not a Test things. We have all of the miniatures printed except for a couple of the bonus miniatures. Those should be wrapping up tomorrow. Yeah, and be packed up ready to go out first of next week. So all of This Is Not a Test. Back room should be fulfilled going into next week. That is the goal, and that is what we are expecting. That brings us to our other major outstanding project, which is Hamametsu Season 1. Hamametsu Season 1, Year of the Dragon. We are waiting on the Musashi physical booklets, which should arrive today or tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Once those arrive, the last thing in the production queue will be miniatures, which we started yesterday. We're finishing off the last two miniatures bonus for This Is Not a Test, and now I've dedicated all the printers to the Kappa, the Greater Kappa, the Musashi campaign set, and the Musashi bonus miniature. Those are coming out looking great. Small caveat on Hamametsu fulfillment. It's going to take a while. The Greater Kappa are quite large, have a lot of volume to them, and we can only fit so many of them on a plate. We're trying to keep them as wholly one-part prints as possible for you guys. We are estimating somewhere around 25 days of print time. So if those of you can do the quick math regarding time right there, we start this week, would be wrapping up towards the end of June on all of those miniatures. Now, we are printing them. All the miniatures have their own printers right now. We're not printing like all of the Greater Kappa and then all of the normal Kappa and then all of the Kappa drummers. So we will be packing those up and getting them ready to go out, assuming the Musashi books come in tomorrow or today. You could expect at least the first few orders to be going out end of next week or throughout next week. That process for Hamametsu will then continue for the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But as we are printing those miniatures, we will be partially fulfilling the make orders, and they will flag the system as ready to ship. And then they will be shipped right to your doorstep, right there. So 2 major projects of production that we have in the works right now are both being either tied off or begun to be wrapped. It's nice. It's nice to clear the queue, get it out there. We also have some longer term projects. We have the Don't Look Back starter box, which recent news is giving us a little bit of hope for that we won't have any substantial delays. We are looking that it's going to be towards the end of 2026, realistically, just with everything that's in flux right now, but still aiming to get that one done and to you guys within pretty much a time frame established. We have Avalon Rising that Ben is ticking away at. Ben has been making some really cool art spreads for it, while at the same time working on those rules and things like that. I think that's it. I think that's it for all of our major outstanding. Oh, Turkey Bundle. Turkey bundle is very close. Thank you for your patience on the turkey bundle. There is 2 items left, 3 items, 2.5, I'll say. 2.5 items left on the turkey bundle, and Ben is also taking those off, getting them sent and getting to us. We will get you guys the turkey bundles soon. Still working on that. I think that's it. Let me double check my list of current projects. We did get our batch of MDF in. I don't know if it's been updated. I didn't watch last week's update because I'm not a true fan of this business. We didn't. We got a stopgap of MDF, so MDF production is still chugging along. Miniatures, talked about. We've been keeping up with the back orders. I haven't checked today, but back orders on the minis are being taken care of pretty promptly. If you're waiting on those, you should be closer to the 2 to 3 week time period than the 4 week time period. Yeah, I think that's it, which means we can talk about new stuff. New stuff, something new, something imminent, something coming very soon. Whispers of the Deep. Whispers of the Deep, as I have, comes with a free McDonald's cup. No, Whispers of the Deep. I'm going to hide that behind the logo. Don't move the logo. Perfect. No one will ever see it there. It's camouflaged. There we go. So you fade it out. Oh, Lunar Plastics. Yes. Sorry. Lunar Plastics. Oh, he faded the logo out. Lunar Plastics. We have approved the samples. We have in process today of wiring the remainder of the order and production run of these samples, and should be expecting the first batch of sprues to go into production and be shipping. Time frame of what we're looking at there, once it goes into Archon's production queue, is probably shipping towards the end of June, maybe first week of July. Hopefully at that point we would be getting them in July, and we would be boxing them up and getting them out to you guys shortly thereafter. Yeah, I mean, we won't, I guess, have anything like physical to show off during that time window, but production has officially, the money has, it's exchanging hands. You exchange the money, and then it's like for real, you know? Until money exchanges, there's like, it's like a legal thing, I think. Like money has to exchange hands, or there has to be some form of compensation in order for it to be binding. And that's where we're at, is we're binding, getting the production orders going. So yes, good call on the Lunar Plastics. Those are, kind of depends on how quick. Yeah, it's like, hey, we did the wire, but they're in Poland and we're in the US. So, but we're very excited to get those enhanced. We took one of the samples that we got of the plastics, and I have it framed in the office in a little shadow box. It's very fun. Cool. Okay, Lunar Plastics. Good shout. New stuff. Whispers of the Deep. This guy right here. Look at that. These old guys. You have this little guy. Look at that mustache. Yeah, he's pointing his gun. He's hiding up here. You have this guy. He may have a mustache. You don't know. He's hiding it underneath his little head. Got a robot turning the corner. He's looking. He's seeing what's going on. We have an earthquake going on with the camera right now. We have guys stealing the Mona Lisa. That exists in this world.
Move it closer. It won't zoom.
I think your focus is locked.
Yeah, autofocus is not working.
All right, go back to the wide shot. We're good. Whispers of the Deep is going live tomorrow at, let me triple check, double check, quadruple check that I tell everyone the right time. Yes, 9 a.m. Central. So a short 19 and a half hours from the time that I've said this sentence, Whispers of the Deep will be going live. So, going to be a little bit different of a product spread this time. As we've mentioned in some previous talks, as we've mentioned in the Discord, Whispers of the Deep, We Played God, is a bit of our response to an extremely volatile market when it comes to purchasing goods, when it comes to larger scoped projects like the Don't Look Back starter box, where we are having to really acutely manage it to get it across the line and get it done feasibly. These are a bit more straightforward. And the products spread, the product distribution is going to somewhat represent that. We're also trying out a few new things that we're going to talk about here in a second. The main one being something that we're coining the term permapack. Permapack is something we're going to be trying out with Whispers of the Deep, and probably with more games moving forward, and we may retroactively make them for our current games. What is a permapack? We want to try out selling an STL pack, all in one, in this case for Whispers of the Deep, of all the Whispers of the Deep miniatures. At this point, we're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of, I think Ben said he has like 20 of them. It's not a season pass, and I'll tell why for a specific reason. Around 20 of these miniatures. It'll be priced at those 20 miniatures to buy STLs of them. And if you buy that STL pack, it'll be added to your account. Now, the reason it is not a season pass is because once you buy the Whispers of the Deep Permapack STL pack right there, we will be adding STLs to that product at no charge, no additional charge. This is not a subscription-based service. This is not something you have to re-up as it gets value added to it. This is a one-time purchase. You have all of the STLs that you see that it is priced for, and then you will have free value added on top of it. Throughout the year, as Ben makes a sculpt here or there, if he gets excited about a new kind of mustache that he wants to make in the Whispers of the Deep world, he makes it, he preps it, he drops it in, you get a little email that says, hey, your Whispers of the Deep permapack has been updated with a new file, Mustache Man number 7. And then you can go look at it and you can print it if you wanted. Now, we will be periodically, I say will, we reserve the right to periodically raise the price of the permapack. So, you know, if the permapack releases at, let's say, the 30 miniatures or something like that, Ben is adding miniatures. Maybe I sculpt a miniature. Maybe we get some guest sculpts of something. We throw them in the permapack. That number of STLs goes to 40, goes to 45. Well, a year from now, we may review the pricing and say, okay, everyone, you have 1 month to buy the permapack at the current pricing that it is. And in 1 month, it will be raised to this new higher pricing to better reflect the value of the product. Everyone that has bought it at that lower pricing, you still have it. You don't have to pay extra. It's no additional money. But from that point on, it'll represent the more whole value and then have products added to it. So it's a little bit different of a thing. It's like an anti-Patreon. Like you're not paying every month for miniatures. You just pay once for a pack of miniatures and then you just get more. It is priced at the current value of the STLs that are going to be included in the pack. So you aren't even going to have to play the game of like, well, I'm going to buy it now, but I really hope they add enough because it won't be worth it to me until they add like 10 more miniatures. Or if that is the case and you say, hey, you know, I like it, but I really wish I had a little bit more, you can hold off, wait till we add more miniatures and then jump in at that price point too. Hopefully it's very consumer friendly. For us as a business, for these kind of smaller, very indie titles, it's very business friendly. It's one SKU. We just add the digital elements to it, and the customers, you guys, will have it in your account. You can access them, download them, slice them, dice them, print them up, paint them up, and then show them off on the Discord. So that's what the permapacks are going to be. As of now, there will be a permapack of miniatures, things that are pretty prone for 3D printing on resin-based printers, and there will be a permapack of terrain. Things like this large structure that, well, in a resin printer would be a bit tough to accommodate, at least for most people's resin printers. Our 8KS, I guess, could print that in one go, but it would also be very expensive. So that's what we're looking at. Then you will have the books and tokens for the Whispers of the Deep. And that is all going to launch at 9 a.m. Permapack, yeah. Like a permanent pack of STLs. And there will be a bit of a write-up as well underneath the description of the product with a little bit more detail, although I covered most of the highlights there. Yeah, that's Whispers of the Deep. One thing we are looking at, are planning to, and unless something drastically changes in the next 19 and a half hours, I forget if that was the correct time. Unless something drastically changes by 9 a.m. Central tomorrow morning, be offering a print on demand for those of you without printers, only during the back room. We will only be offering print on demand for a limited window of the miniatures. It will be a single pack of all of the miniatures. And if you want to buy into the game and get in with a physical sort of feel, that tangible side of you, but you don't want to worry about printing your own or having someone else print them or getting the files, or you just don't like resin printing, you know, then you can buy the print on demand and we will print them and then ship them to you. But that will be a limited time offer for that pack of miniatures. We will not be doing print on demand for the terrain because those things are big and we only have one FDM printer, and it's just not a product that we're willing to tackle at this point. And that's kind of a broader lesson of these projects that we're entering in, is we're making sure that if we are tackling these things, if we're tackling a book or we're tackling miniatures or digital or print on demand, we have pretty known ability, known factors, known variables for us to be able to complete the project and get it to you guys without something like a massive tariff from China impacting it drastically. Is there solo play in Whispers of the Deep? Not at its core, but there is, in Whispers of the Deep, there are spirits that you're kind of interacting with as you're treasure hunting. And it does lend itself to kind of diving, because as you mine the treasure and gather things up, the difficulty raises. So it does lend itself to solo play. And I'd even argue, just from the play testing, that I could have played it all solo. You miss a bit of like the PvP element. You miss a bit of the tension of your opponent also trying to get things while you're trying to get things, which is fun and I think a good part of it. But it does lend itself towards that more than a lot of games. It is not just purely a skirmish game in which solo play is a little awkward. Yeah, okay, so an official solo expansion will be a stretch goal that will be added in during the back room that we do. And this is a back room. This is not being run through GameFound or anything like that. It is on our website as a back room. Commercial license for 3D printing in the future? Yes, we've talked about it. There's a few different ways we may go about it. I can't say anything for certain right now, or even which way we're specifically leaning. Right now, we're just looking at the products and the kind of new things that we're trying with this permapack in front of us. But it is something that we do talk about, and it could happen, and it could not happen. But it's not an issue that we've like made a decision on at this point. other than it's not happening like right now. I guess that's a decision. With Whispers of the Deep, it is releasing tomorrow. Come June. Is it June? Yeah, June. Some of you guys may have seen the We Played God Game Found page. If you have not seen the We Played God, the glorious dinosaur survival game Game Found page, you should. You should go there and you should hit that follow button. Join the other 1,000 or so people that have done it so far. We Play God is also an internal project. It is being written right now by Doug. Been diligently cranking out a really cool dinosaur game. And in between Whispers and We Play God playtesting, which is a bit of a tonal whiplash, but is also super fun. Very different games. Doug just dropped the link right there to We Played God. We will be offering the Whispers of the Deep book and token product as an add-on for the Game Found page for We Played God. So if you are international, if you want to save on shipping, wait until the We Played God. You can back We Played God and then go through and on add-ons, add on the Whispers of the Deep book, and then it will be combined in one order. And then Game Found with its handy customs and tariffs and all of that calculation will help ease the pain there. Also have a bit better shipping rates. We will not be selling the print-on-demand miniatures for Whispers of the Deep on the We Played God page. So if you want the digital STLs, you can get those now. But the book and token pack will be available under that campaign coming forward. Yes, as Doug said. If you want the physicals, if you want the print-on-demand, those will only be available during the specific Whispers of the Deep backroom that starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. But if you're interested in the book and the STL files, you could get those and then add the book onto your We Played God pledge. We're trying our best to have these projects have their own space, their own elbow room, but also cater towards people both internationally and those who are just trying to consolidate their purchases. So that's the intention behind that. Have we officially announced the We Played God release date? I don't think we have. Last I checked, we had not. And unless you guys have made a decision. All right, so I'll keep that one close to the chest. But it's relatively soon. So if you buy Whispers of the Deep as an add-on to the We Played God Game Found, it should ship pretty close to one another there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that pretty much covers everything. Talked about this is not a test. Wrapping that up. Literally, Talon's wrapping it up in cardboard boxes and tape right now. But we'll be wrapping up the fulfillment of that going into next week. We have started printing the full sets of Kappa miniatures. So once those are processed, they'll be ready in orders for fulfillment next week, assuming that the Musashi booklet shows up today/tomorrow. I think tomorrow. That's our big current projects, at least in-house production is concerned. Don't look back. We are receiving the official samples from the factory soon. So maybe we'll have those on the next update. The miniatures. So excited to see those. We had the files and we 3D printed our own versions of those files, but these are factory made samples of the sculpts. So it's going to be fun to do that. Instructions. Yes, biscuit box will be done today. So anyone who received the biscuit box with your TNT backroom order, when you're thinking to yourself, man, I really want to slap this wood together over the weekend, when this sentence is your lucky sentence because it's happening. You can use that glue and glue your hands together, glue some glue together, glue like the dog to the wall. I don't know, whatever the kids are doing these days, and enjoy building that biscuit box. It's a fun kit. it's a little, it's fun when we start delivering on projects because it's like, oh yeah, that kit's sweet. I haven't really thought about it in like 9 months since we started it, but it's back in the brain. So, I think that's it. Doug, if you have anything else, I think you got it in there. Ben, if you have anything else, let me know. Give you guys a couple of seconds to respond. And if anyone has any questions in chat, feel free to squeeze them in this last minute. And I have a comment there, which I mentioned this to Doug at some point. At some point, this was like 3 years ago because I think we talked about it while we were in Lubbock. Maybe not. Maybe we were in Waco. I was like, at what point did G2G transfer from got to go to good to go? Like, I don't know if this was like a company thing, but at some point we were saying G2G as in like good to go. Like, send it, you're good, the file's ready, the package is ready, whatever, GTG. And then I was like, when I was a kid, when I was on the AOL Instant Messenger, I really thought it was just got to go. Like, hey, gotta go, see ya.
I've
Like,
never heard of good to go outside of like a company.
maybe it's like a company business
Just
lingo
like
thing?
in like casual conversation, it's all been like gotta go.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Kosu says it's context sensitive, and that would bolster your claims there. It's context sensitive in the context of a company. Yeah. Last mile. Ben can speak specifically on that. Sorry. Okay, so maybe we just. Oh, he said good to go. Maybe it's like a regional thing. Maybe it's like soda and pop. Last mile is in editing. It's patched as editing and all that. The polishing, making sure all the words are spelled correctly. Even though I'm sure something will slip through. There will be an errant comma. There will be a period and a double space when there should have been a single. But the PDF should be dropping early next week, as Ben just said, and then we'll be ordering the physical copies to the warehouse and then sending them to you guys. And those turnarounds are pretty fast. Usually within a week or two of ordering it, we get those zines in. Your Spinosaurus Mini looks like the JP one, not the real. Hey, listen, this is We Played God, all right? We're not making real dinosaurs. We're playing God ourselves. God already did those other dinosaurs. We're making our own, in our own image. And our own image may be based on a series of Hollywood films, but it's also very not that at the same time. It's Doug's been, if you're in the playtesting channel, you'll see Doug's been doing a lot of lore writing into We Played God. The world building is coming along really nicely. And also that. We just like big lizards. When we don't, they may have had feathers, they may not. Who knows? Cool. I think that is it. Doug got in his last bits, got in a couple of questions. Ben hasn't said anything other than that the PDF should drop. And I think that I've run out of things to say. Thank you for being here while I've said all the things I did have to say. Thank you for the updates. Thank you for putting up with me after you had such a great taste of Australian leadership, Australian charisma last week. It's good to be back, though. I don't know. It just feels weird when I see someone else behind this desk. It's like, nah, you didn't make that desk. You didn't know. Just sit there and think about it all night. Just think about it. I'm just getting angrier about it. Anyways, hope everyone has a great Thursday and a good Friday. See you at 9 a.m. Central for Whispers of the Deep launch. Be there. Buy a book. Buy me a book. Buy your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, your mother's grandmothers, your children, maybe some pets, a book. Just buy a 10 pack and pass them out. They're great stocking stuffers. They're good in Easter eggs if you need something for next year. They're also just like, are you having a book fair? Because you could buy them and then sell them. You could make money. And like, I can't suggest that, but if it means you buy 10 of them, then that's probably fun. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next week maybe, or maybe it'll be an Australian man again and trying to pose as me. Who knows? It's all a mystery. We'll find out then.